going to be on my everyday makeup station. I don't know. It's not a drawer. It's a cubicle. It's a cubicle. My everyday makeup cubicle. I feel like I should be introducing myself more in these videos because it's kind of weird that I don't even say my name. But hi, my name is Adrika. I upload 3 times a week. If you want to know when I upload, I actually upload every 3 days. So after 3 days of my previous upload, on the 3rd day, I will upload again. I should probably make an actual schedule of like actual days, but I like sticking to that 3-day rule. It gives me enough time to do everything that I want, perfect everything. So I'm just gonna stick with that. So this basically functions as my everyday grab and go essential makeup selection right here. Things that I need immediately or things that I'm testing out, I wanna make myself use more. They all go into this compartment right here. I'll link the organizer that I use down in the description box below. This is from IKEA. Yes, I'm bougie, it's IKEA. But I'll be linking it down below. They come in a few different shades. They come in a few different colors, so you can basically choose what you like. I chose the white one because I feel like it went with this area more. All the makeup that's on my face right now will be listed in the description box below, so definitely check it out if you want any of the product links. And right before I begin, please make sure to subscribe to this channel if you like anything that you see here, any content, anything, anything at all. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. And please don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. So if you want to see my everyday makeup essentials, then just keep on watching. So it'll be kind of tricky for me to put the camera over this thing with the way my everything is set up. So I'm just gonna kind of pull this towards me and show you the inside. So this is kind of weird that I'm going into my backdrop. This feels like a green screen to me, but this is actually touchable. This is actually a like file organizer. So these are supposed to be for like desk supplies and files and folders and such, but I repurposed it and used it for makeup. You probably saw in an older video I had a gray one, but I didn't think it matched this whole thing, so I switched to a white one. So the gray one actually went to an actual desk, but this white one fits in really nicely here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here, and then there's one long compartment, and there's one smaller compartment, and this backspace is basically just completely open. So I'm gonna start off in this compartment right here. So what I have in this compartment is basically my everyday things that I just want to reach for. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is just in my everyday makeup cubicle because this is just easy to use, nice and easy, works well with my skin tone. Just grab it and go kind of deal. After that, I have a couple of blushes. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Mellow Wine Blush. I love this. It's a matte blush. Very much a nice natural peachy tone. After that, of course, I have my 2 Satin Touch blushes. You've heard me talk about this a bajillion, kabillion, million times. So I'm not even gonna touch these, but these are some of my favorite blushes. By the way, guys, I tried to look this up on Ulta the other day, the Wet n Wild blush. Where did it go? I didn't even see it there, and I swear to God it was there before. Are they discontinuing this blush? I will be so sad. So sad. This is such a good drugstore blush and it's cruelty free, so I really hope they don't discontinue this, but I am kind of worried because I didn't see it at Ulta. Okay, so these 2 are my everyday highlights. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. I'm holding them upside down. Whatever. Okay. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow liquid? No, this is just a highlighting powder. I'm sorry, I'm so stumbly today. I don't know what happened, but this is in Blossom Glow, and this one is in Precious Petals, so I have a cooler toned highlight and a warmer tone highlight. Most of the time, I use this one just because it fits the best with my skin tone, but if I have a makeup look that is primarily cool toned, I will reach for this Blossom Glow one, and it works really, really well. So I also have a handy dandy, nifty little lip balm. This is just the Wet n Wild Power and Kiss. It's really nice and light on the lip, very gel-like, and works really well underneath lip products. so I just keep it handy right over here so I can reach for it whenever I need to. So this is just a staple for me. This is the Wet n Wild's Single Shadow in Brulee. Some palettes don't have a matte cream shade that's close to my skin tone, so this is always what I use to set my eyeshadow primer or as a matte highlight anywhere on the eye. So that was the entirety of this cubicle. There's nothing in here anymore. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna become organized, okay, and just shuffle everything back in. So this is kind of my bronzer, blush, and highlighter drawer. I'm not bougie enough to have a drawer. But this is just the cubicle of that. So moving on to here, this is where I keep mainly my concealers and some liquid highlighters. So, of course, hello, who am I if I don't use this concealer? This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer, favorite of mine. I love it. I love it to death. Let's actually just get this out of the way too. I just have an eyelash curler. This is from the Dollar Tree. Listen, son, I'm not especially wanting to spend that much money on an eyelash curler, so this is from the Dollar Tree. Enough said. So I have my two Wet n Wild Hello Halo Mega Glow liquid highlighters in Halo Goodbye and what is this? Gilded Glow. So these are just really nice and easy to grab on really natural makeup days where I want just a little bit of dew and hydration and all of that good stuff. This is what I like to use. I will switch these around relatively often so that I can try out new products and just get a gist of everything that I have and own or use up products. So this is just very, very handy for me. I did not have this before and this just made my life a billion times easier. Alright, so I also am testing out this Wet n Wild liquid eyeshadow. They're liquid catsuit liquid eyeshadow in the shade Goth Tears. Listen guys, I don't know about this. This is such a pretty, beautiful color, but the formula is so sheer and it starts to flake off and patch up and it doesn't blend into the other matte shades I have. So if you guys know how to make this work, can you please tell me down below, because I don't want this to go to waste and not use it at all. So please tell me down below how to make this liquid eyeshadow work. So this is a classic Tarte Shape Tape. I'm not even gonna bother talking about this. My shade is in Light Sand. Actually, I will. This is just a full coverage matte concealer. Okay, everybody's talking about this. Moving on. So this is actually a very new addition to my collection. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So far, so good. I have been really liking it. However, ColourPop. I know you said that this was warm, and I know you extended your shade range, but this should still be a warm undertone, and it is completely neutral. It is so pink on my under eye, and that does not fly with someone who is very, very olive and yellow toned. It just doesn't. But it still works really good. I like mixing it in with Tarte Shape Tape. Actually, I like mixing every concealer in with Tarte Shape Tape. So these are two more classics. I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and then this is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. These both are really, really good concealers on top of those ones. I kind of have a concealer obsession, although I am using them up. There's a lot of product gone, especially from this Catrice one. I don't know if you can tell how much product is gone from this, but I am using them up, which is what matters in the end, doesn't it? And this is also another new addition to my collection. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. So far, so good, but I do find that it creases very, very easily on me, and I know everything creases on me because I do have premature wrinkles, but it is still a little bit more creasy than I'm used to, so I'm still finding the perfect powder combo and all of that to go with this concealer. So now this cubicle is completely empty. I'm just going to reorganize everything back in. This one's kind of a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, so I'm just gonna go through a bunch of it. It's a lot of eye products and lip products all together. So of course I have my favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. The writing is completely worn off of this thing. I just ordered a new one because this is almost done, and I will be very happy to receive that one once it comes. So this is a new addition to my collection. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Mr. Bing. I still don't know how I feel about this on the waterline and all of that. It's not quite what I need in the waterline as someone who is constantly tearing up. Not in a bad way, I just have really watery eyes that hate me. It is a very beautiful reddish brown color, something that I don't really have, and yeah, still testing this eyeliner out. So this is one of my favorite liquid liners. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner. It has a very, very tiny point. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it is absolutely minuscule and very black, very opaque. It is a little bit on the shinier side. It's not completely matte, so if you want that, don't go for this, but it is a very long wearing, very precise, beautiful eyeliner. Why is it that whenever I talk about products, I can't not give mini reviews? Someone help me, I have a problem, okay? So this is my favorite high-end mascara. If you didn't see my Sephora VIB sale recommendations, I talked about this in that video. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I'm just trying to use it up at this point because it is almost completely done, dried out, donezo. So this is just me trying to use up this product, but I will be repurchasing a new one once I feel like I've gone through enough of my other mascaras to go back to this one. So this is my favorite pencil eyeliner for the waterline, the tight line, anything like that. This is the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil, waterproof, in the shade Black Love. It claims that it has 16-hour wear. Okay, not on my waterline. Not on my waterline. But it is still a great black, opaque, creamy liner, and it works great. So that's just an essential that I keep in here. And this is also another essential. This is the NYX Glitter Primer. I just use this for glitter, any eyeshadows that I want to stick on a little bit more, etc. This is just an absolute essential product. Well, let me talk about both of these at the same time. So these are my two eyebrow gel mascaras. This is the Essence Make Me Brow and the Jordana Fabu Brow. I like the Make Me Brow a little bit better. It's less crunchy on the brow, but if I want really strong hold, the Jordana Fabu Brow accomplishes that to the max. It is a really, really strong hold. So this is my favorite drugstore mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. So this is not waterproof, so it does flake on me. I really wish Essence would do more waterproof versions of their mascaras. That would really help me out. Like I said, watery eyes, please help me. I need all the help that I can get. But this mascara is bomb, lots of volume, thick lashes, amazing. I talked about this recently in a bunch of videos, so I'm not gonna, no. I do believe this is the last eye product, and this is just my everyday eyeshadow primer now. This is the LA Girl Pro Primer HD High Definition Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Nude. This is just a great colored primer for me because I have panda eyes, lots of discoloration on the upper lid, and this just takes care of all of that. Oh, I forgot one eyebrow pencil. This is the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in medium brown. This is almost exactly like the LA Girl one, just a great brow pencil and one of my favorites for everyday use. So these are all of the lip liners I have in here. I have 3 Essence lip liners. You can't even get these anymore. They have a new, I think they have a new line of lip liners, but these are the old ones, and I just have like a red, a berry tone, and a nude for everyday use. And this one is the Ulta Beauty Automatic Lip Liner in the shade Spice. This is a little bit more brownie, warmer, spicy type of lip liner. And this is a lip liner that I'm trying to use up. This is the MAC Whirl Lip Pencil. MAC is not cruelty free, so I'm just trying to use this up as fast as I can because I did spend my money on it and I'm gonna get my money's use out of it. But I will definitely not be repurchasing this, even though it's a beautiful shade. MAC, you have to test on those damn animals. So of course I have my favorite nude and a nice bright shade for spring/summer. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. I've talked about these a bajillion kabillion times. That's in Rebel Rose. This one is in Rebel Rose, and this one is in the shade Flame of the Game. They're beautiful colors, beautiful formula. These are just my staples to have in my everyday makeup cubicle. So I have a few rosier, pinkier tones. I've talked about this in my last spring lip color video. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Prague. I looked it up, it's Prague. And the LA Colors Liquid Matte Long Wearing Lipstick in the shade Kiss Don't Tell. Both of these are beautiful. This is a lot more drying than this, and this is just a soft matte. And these are new products that I just got that I'm testing out some more. This is the Ultra Glossy Lip from ColourPop in the shade Netta. This is the Ellery and ColourPop collaboration, and this one is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collaboration. This is in the shade Moonchild. They're beautiful nude glosses, and they are a fantastic formula that I'm really putting to the test now. And I'm actually wearing Moonchild right now, if you're wondering. And now cubicle is empty, and I'm just going to reorganize back everything in, and I'm also going to change my battery because it's dying. Okay, so we are back, and now we're gonna go on to this last section of this tier. So on top, I have my Japanesque Kumadori Beauty Sponge. I love this sponge. This is just an amazing sponge, squishy. It's like half the price of the Beauty Blender, amazing. And I just put it on top right here to dry out because I don't want to put it in one of these and squish it in and have it become moldy because it's still a sponge, and that's disgusting. So I'm just going to keep it out until it dries out. Over here, I have a few pots that kind of slid in right here. So I have the Essence Gel Eyeliner. This is my favorite gel eyeliner. I'm actually wearing this today. It is really nice, creamy, opaque black, an everyday product for me. Then I have, this is no news to you guys. I use this every day. This is the only brow pomade I own. This is the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in medium brown, and it's just my favorite. This is the only one I'm using, and I'm really desperately trying to use it up, but it is a never-ending pot of brow pomade. What the hell? It even cracked. I don't know if you can see the crack, but it cracked and it's still holding strong, and I'm rooting for her. I am rooting for her to make it through. So I also recently got this Anastasia Beverly Hills waterproof cream color in the shade Sable. It is a stunning, really deep brown. I've used this a few times. It is some serious stuff, so don't think of this as an eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow. This is like a gel liner, like a pot liner, and it really is waterproof, budge proof, extremely amazing. I did find this at TJ Maxx, by the way, so if you want to look for these there, always go to TJ Maxx. There's so much high-end makeup a lot of the time. So the rest of these are powders. So let's talk about my two pressed powders right here. These are everyday products for me. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus and pressed powder, Neutral Buff. I think this is a bit too dark for me. I've been thinking this for a while. Maybe I should have gotten a shade lighter, but what am I gonna do now? That's just one of my favorite powders, and this is, again, this one is also, again, one of my favorite powders. This is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. I love this. I'm wearing this today. It's amazing. This is one of the only loose powders I own because loose powders do not work for me. This is the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder. I don't even use this as a loose powder. I use this as, you know, that trick where you put powder on after primer before foundation to help control your oil and all of that. This is what I use that for, and it worked great. It works great for that. But as a setting powder, this will give you major flashback, so be careful with that. And so that's everything. Oh, no, it's not. Right. So I don't know why I have both of my tweezers here, but they're here. These are the Real Techniques angle tweezers. Real Techniques makes like the best tweezers ever. This is so good. It came in like a brush set, and it is bomb. It takes out every single hair. I don't know why both of them are here. but both of them are here. I use this to put on lashes as well, and they work great. And then of course, you gotta have an essential. This is an Essence pencil sharpener. It's great. It has a smaller side and a bigger side, and it sharpens your pencils without taking too much product off. And now finally, there is nothing here at all, so I'm just gonna organize everything back in. All right, so let's do this smaller compartment before we do this big mama right here. So of course, you already see it sticking out. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Line. I did get this at TJ Maxx, by the way. And I just talked about this in my Sephora VIB sale recommends, and this is great. It's a great contour product, and I really, really enjoy it. It is definitely everyday status for me. This is my old Ulta sponge. I don't know if you remember, if you watched those videos or not, but this used to be my favorite sponge, and then it like died. I don't know what happened to the bottom of it. It's not mold. It's not foundation. I cleaned it and it got this weird splotch, so I don't know what happened. So I bought the Japanese because I was scared for my face, and I still keep it because I'm a hoarder. I'm a low-key hoarder. Of course, this is my one drugstore contouring product. I don't really buy a lot of contour. I don't know why. Don't ask me, okay? I'm not that into the contour thing. But this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. And it is a great contour product if you have lighter skin. Really nice tone, not too orange, not too gray. And this is really nice underneath the eye. This is not too heavy, and it's just a great drugstore contouring palette. So in that, I also put my Catrice Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner. I have not been using this lately because I've been testing out a different primer, but this is still one of my favorites for smoothing out texture, lots of pore filling and all of that. This is just a balmy primer, which is high-key a dupe for the Tarte Refiner one. This is high-key a dupe for that. And here I have two different powders. This one I've been testing out for a while now. This is the Ulta Double Duty Wet and Dry Press Powder Foundation. I really, really love this. And lately I have been liking kind of dipping my beauty blenders into my powders and stamping it on the face. This works great. It doesn't get that weird texture once you put a wet sponge into a powder. It doesn't get that texture because it's meant to be used that way, and it just looks really good on the skin. I'm going to be doing a video right after this about powders that don't look like powder, so stay tuned for that. And this is the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. I got this at TJ Maxx too. I've been testing this out a little bit more, and it's been working great. It is just a really nice powder foundation. It's nice and creamy. It doesn't stick to a lot of dry spots, and it just kind of blends and sinks into the skin. So that's everything in this tiny little cubicle right here. All right, so here is the big mama. This is the big mama. So I'm gonna start off over this way. This is where I keep my primers, foundation, and setting spray. So for primer, I have about 4 of them here. Yeah, I'm a little primer crazy, but it's okay. I talked about all 3 of these in my Sephora recommendation, so I'm not gonna go on too much. Becca priming filter, First Light priming filter, Backlight priming filter from Becca, and this is the Smashbox primer water. These are all hydrating primers, but they still work very, very well for me. They're everyday staple products. So this is the Catrice Prime and Fine. This is my choice of drugstore primer. It is a water-based primer. It's not silicone-based, and it works great, very lotion-like in consistency, and is just an everyday drugstore primer for me. And now over this way, I have all of my foundations. So I have been absolutely loving the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. My shade is nude, by the way, and this is stunning. I have a whole first impressions on this foundation, so I'll be linking that in the eye above and in the description box down below. So definitely check it out if you want to see this product in action, but it's become one of my favorites. So this is the CYO foundation, which I used in my full coverage foundation routine. Great dewy, luminous foundation, great tone to it, and it's just a staple product for me as well. So the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, I've been testing out a little bit more. This is my 3rd time wearing it. Right now I'm wearing it, and it is stunning on my face. I'm still testing it out to get my full grasp, my full thoughts. my full thoughts on this product, but so far, so good. So the last drugstore foundation I have in here is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. I also have a first impressions on this. I love this foundation. It works amazingly on my acne and my texture. It looks very, very good on my oily skin. Talked about this, and I talked about this, and I also talked about this. So this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Foundation, Tarte Full Coverage Amazonian Clay, and Marc Jacobs Remarkable, all in my Sephora VIB sale recommendations videos. I've been pumping out that video too much, but if you want to see my thoughts on those, they're in that video. And oh my god, I did not believe in the power of setting spray, of prolonging makeup, until I used this one. The Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray Matte Finish. Amazing, so good for that. Still testing it out, but holy crap, it has been working wonders. So now this whole thing is now clean, and I'll just be organizing it all back in. And so back here, this last really long section are my eyeshadow palettes. So this is the ABH Prism palette, stunning. I love these shades. I have used this palette to death, and it is just an amazing palette. I have a full review on this if you want to check it out. Talked about this in my top 5 eyeshadow palettes, the Lorac Unzipped Desert Sunset. This is a stunning warm tone palette. If you're into these colors, I'm kind of sick of these, but the palette performs really well and it's just great. Talked about this Sephora video. I'm not gonna go on too much. There you go, boom, look at that color selection, perfect for every day, for whatever I wanna do. So these two palettes, I am working on my review on them. So this is the Zulu by Juvia's Place, and this is the Masquerade Mini, if you're wondering. And if you want to see the inside, this is what they look like. This is my one bright palette in this area right here, and you can see that is stunning. And the Masquerade palette is a little bit more wearable, as you can see. Still got some bright shades, but still got some warmer tones. Over here I have my drugstore palette. So this is the BH Cosmetics Modern Neutrals 28 color eyeshadow palette. I talked about this a while ago, but this is still a great, amazing palette, and it's just amazing quality for the drugstore. This is the Urban Decay shadow box, I believe, and I've been trying to use this more, but this is kind of like a supplementary palette, you know what I mean? This is all shimmer, so I'm just trying to kind of use it up a little bit more, test it out more. I got this a while ago, but I've barely touched it, so I've been wanting to play with this more. So this one is a classic. This is the e.l.f. Matte for Matte. This is their old packaging. It doesn't look like this anymore, but this is just a staple palette from the drugstore. Great matte shades. Just recently got this. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is the Dream Street Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collaboration palette. It is stunning. I love all of these shades in here. There are some warmer tones, but they're a little bit more unique. I like the blues, especially in here. I like that it's not just one blue, there's a couple more blues, and it just looks great. Very cohesive, amazing palette for me. So this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Quad. You can't even get this anymore. This was discontinued. This is in the shade Plum. I love these purples. These are my favorite purple shadows ever. So I don't even have to mention these Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palettes. Phenomenal quality at the drugstore. Very, very creamy, very blendable, very pigmented, and just staples in my collection now. These two palettes I'm kind of testing out more. This is the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves palette. I just got this in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I've used it a few times, but it is still a great palette so far. I am still, of course, testing it out. They're so soft. I have never felt shadows as soft as these ones. It kind of makes me scared if I drop this palette. It'll snap right in half. And this is the NYX Cosmic Metals Shadow Palette. Again, this is all shimmer, so I kind of have to use this as a supplementary palette with another matte palette, but I'm still trying to test this out. So that's that. That's everything in the eyeshadow corner right over here. I'm gonna put everything back and then wrap up this video. So that wraps up my video, guys, on my everyday makeup cube right over here. I hope you got more information about the products that I use every day, that I keep right by on hand so I can quickly grab them and do some makeup looks, or when I'm running out the door, everything that are my basic essentials. Any videos mentioned will be listed in the description box below. I'm not gonna link all of these products, that's insane. The description box can't even handle that. But whatever else is on my face, I will link also down below. Also, can you guys please request any videos that you would like to see from me? That would really be helpful, because I don't really know what to do in terms of a lot of videos, and I would really like your guys' help to help me give content that you would really enjoy. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!